guys, it's Angelica and I'm really excited for this video because this is my first back to school video. So as you guys can tell by this title, this is going to be a couple of back to school tips. I broke the tips down into 3 categories. The first one is getting ready in the morning, the second one is being motivated, and the third one is how to get good grades. To stay motivated, it's best that you give yourself a couple of goals for the school year. It could be getting good grades, how many books you want to read, sports you want to join, and extracurricular activities, and etc. Other ways you can stay motivated is definitely starting off with a good attitude. Every time you wake up, let yourself know you're going to have a good day, because if you believe you're having a good day, then you would. Definitely stay away from drama, because drama could bring you down and then you're not going to be motivated at all. Getting ready for the morning? No big deal. This is what you need to do. At least set your alarm for 5 different times if you're one of the people who hear it and snooze it. Setting your alarm for a couple of different times will make sure you actually get up. Another tip is, for your alarm clock, switch it a little bit later. That way when you do wake up and you look at it, you think you're late. So by the time you finish getting ready, you might assume you're late, but you actually are early. When getting ready, it's best to create a playlist or listen to music. I do this all the time. I just pop on the music choice channel on my cable and then I start getting ready. This helps you brighten your day and get more energized. That way you're not all lumpy and quiet and sleepy when you're getting ready. Because if you're sleeping, then most likely when you leave, you are still sleepy and you can't focus when you're sleepy. It's better for every Sunday when you set out like 5 different outfits. That way by the time in the morning when you get up, you know what you're gonna wear. It will save so much time on picking out clothes in the morning, and it'll give you more time to do your hair, makeup, homework, and other things. And more time is better, because if you have more time, you can even sleep. For getting good grades, a couple tips is study. I know this is crucial for some people because certain people don't know how to study or they can't focus that clearly. Now I have that problem. I hate studying. To me, it's just like a waste of time, and I lose focus fast. Fast. Friends really distract you because then you always want to be with them, and you start talking about other things that are so irrelevant and don't pay attention to the lesson. So thumbs down. However, if you want to hang out with your friends, it's a great way to stay motivated because you can make study dates after. You can do challenges. So if you don't get the question right, I don't know, you throw something at them or something. Not saying you should be violent, but you get me. Challenge each other because you guys can work together and get the things done. Another thing you should do, make sure you stay hydrated. I don't necessarily know what it is, but I know when I stay hydrated, I pay attention more and it helps me get in the information. Stay out of drama. If you're involved in drama, you increase your depression and you don't focus, and you don't want that, because if you don't focus, you're getting enough. Definitely do your homework. I'm a teenager too, and I get tired and hungry and procrastinate a lot. However, 10% of your grade is the homework. It might not seem a lot, but if you have homework every day like I do, then if you don't do it, it eventually adds up, and the majority of why you're failing is homework. And a great way to study when you have exams, if you have all these notes and it's like a midterm or final exam and you're just how am I going to study all of this? This is too hard. It's best to make flashcards, and when you make flashcards, make sure you study 10 a day. Don't overdo it and just do random things. That's why it's better to study ahead of time. And once you memorize 10, and then you go to the next 10. And then once it's 20, try to see if you still remember. So memorize in portions. Don't overthrow it in all of them at one day, because if you do that, you're gonna be so overwhelmed, frustrated, and there's a high possibility of you giving up, and you don't want that. When you're given assignments and there's some extra credit, don't overwork yourself. What I mean is, there are people who are overachievers and they go ahead of what they're supposed to do, to the point where they get tired out, and it's just like, huh. And so what I'm saying is, yeah, do your extra credit. However, don't go like, okay, I'm gonna do this one and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. Don't do it if you don't really need it, because if you have good grades, keep it as that. So you don't want to do too little of what you're supposed to, but you don't want to do too much, because then it kind of gets annoying too to the teachers, because then they have to like grade you on this, and then other people like think you're a teacher's pet. There's nothing wrong with being a teacher's pet. So stay like right in the middle of what you're supposed to do. Make sure you write in your planner of what you have planned for the day, and like homework and things like that, because I came through this phase where I was like obsessed with my planner, and like I decorated it and I wrote everything I needed to do. I wrote like my after school meetings, doctor's appointments, and things like that. And even though I was like obsessed with it and people were like, it's just a book, however, I made sure I did the things I needed to do. When you don't write in your planner, you end up like one of those kids that go, hey, you know the homework for today? I think page 5, but I don't really know. You don't want that, because I was that before, and let's just say I didn't get the best grades at that time. Build a communication and a relationship with your teacher. When you build a relationship and like you have that connection, let's say like God forbid you end up in a hospital or relative paths, not all teachers necessarily have sympathy to you, and they'll like throw all the like work on you. So like if you have a connection with your teacher, they'll understand you and they'll try to work with you just in case if like things happen and you're not doing your best. So yeah, that's that idea. Oh, and like if you don't understand something, make sure you speak up. Who cares what a person says? They probably think you talk too much and they're like, oh my god, she raised her hand again, why is she keeping this topic going? But you need to focus on you, and you need to do good for you. You get good grades, you graduate, you get a scholarship which saves money for you, and I mean, you become a successful person. Some things you should do maybe when you study that you like, you can listen to music, and when you're making like flashcards, if you want, color code that too, that way it helps you. Use things that you know that you like and you like to focus on. So if you like writing music, write a music about the like topic or lesson or whatever. If you like mind puzzles, make a puzzle, scramble your vocabulary words, guess the definition, make your own crossword puzzle. There's so many things that you could do that could contribute into studying that is very fun to you. So you should definitely do that. Also, if you're like me and look at your phone a lot while like studying or doing homework or whatever, and instead of like just going on your social media, you should like block it for a certain time. You could do this, I know, on Mac computers. I'm not too sure if you could do this on Windows computers, but you could block it, that way you don't get on it. Or like if you do use it, use specific websites. Like if you're doing research, do not use Wikipedia. I know certain people, they're like, oh, I'm gonna use Wikipedia, but actually Wikipedia kind of gets edited a lot, so it's not like sufficient information. So like you should use things that's like .info, .org, .net, and like things like that, because usually they have more of the information. Another thing is you should download the apps dictionary.com and Quizlet. You can use the regular website, but if you have like a smartphone, iOS, Android, you could definitely put it in your phone, that way it's easier to access. And Quizlet, what I love about it is that you can have your topics, so you can have like your Spanish notes, and they'll like be the cards for like Spanish, and then yeah, so you can have like topics. And then for dictionary and thesaurus, it's really helpful because you can fastly like check the definition and check words that help you with it, because when you do that and you start learning more words with the thesaurus, it definitely helps too with like essays, because you can use a better word. That way, like when your teacher reads it, they're like, wow, this person's like really, really smart. Also, what I also love about Quizlet is like they have like little things to it. Like, have you ever saw Diego and they start asking about the animal, and then like if you get it right, it turns to like a picture. Yeah, so like Quizlet has that. My Spanish teacher uses it like all the time, and they also have the quizzes on it, how fast you could do it, because like you definitely want to go through like how much you could get right in a certain amount of time, because pacing yourself is crucial, especially when you have exams. Like if for Regents it's like maybe 3 hours that one exam, so sometimes it's hard because like global history you have to write 2 essays and then do everything else, and I take time on my essays, so it's like really hard, and I'm definitely a person who loses focus when I read, so I have to like restart over. And you know, okay, so I've been practicing on doing this for like this amount of time, I'm going to get it done, and it's a good exercise for your brain. Another thing that's good is like when you're like writing your notes, try to write it as if like you're teaching someone who's younger than you. Also, even if like you know like you need help with something and you know somebody else is smart with that but they're failing another subject that you're good at, it's best that you help each other, like study and tutor each other, because when you help one person, somebody else sees that and they get encouraged to help another, and it's like a chain cycle, so everybody will start helping each other, and that is the best. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please comment down below any other tips that you would like to share for others when they read it that's good for studying, and comment any video requests, because I'm new to this channel and I really want to create videos that you guys will like and like you guys can need, because I definitely don't want to be creating something that people dislike and they're like, look at this girl, she's crazy. So yeah, please do that, and thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.